These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. On Wednesday, Al Sadr gave a speech. Al Sadr openly declared what his policy is going to be for the next government. He said the only direction is to dissolve parliament and rerun the elections. The coordination framework said they will officially respond to Al Sadr's demands in the coming hours. Oil is high and money is flowing. Can they keep the Sadr momentum going and get the government formed while the iron is hot? Remember that caretaker Prime Minister Al-Kazimi will remain in power and position until the current crisis is resolved. Mark Z via PDK question, what if Iraq goes alone? And Mark Z said, I am still told even if Iraq goes alone, no global currency reset, even if there is a float, our rate is covered by a contract/treaty set higher than it will initially come out at, and I was told about $2 more per dinar. They will only honor the higher denomination notes for a limited time. We learned this in Kuwait, China, and other revaluations that have happened throughout history. So if you wait too long, your currency really could become wallpaper. All right, Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report. These videos are out all over the place, seeing them over and over again. They're talking about our currency, what we used to use in the past, coins. The last thing he talked about, the new notes, and discussed the possibility of the dinar and investment opportunities. The other video you asked about talked about the same thing and about how Iraqi dinar is going to change. He didn't say how much. He touched on Kazemi and CBI deals. The third video was more about investment opportunities here in Iraq. There's another video, and that one talks too about new notes and coins to offset the rise of the dinar and make operational for daily transactions. This all leads to a rate change. Right, Pimpy says Nader from the Mideast released a video. Some people are asking me to please translate it. This person is regurgitating the news that we've already spoke about. There is some encouragement going on when it comes to the Iraqi dinar exchange rate. What this person is talking about was an older article. Someone somewhere along the way started telling people the rate change has already happened. It has not happened. It doesn't make sense to announce that it's happened privately and not do it publicly. They're talking about a rate change, but they're not saying when they're going to implement this. So hang tight because you are a lot closer than you even know. It's going to happen. Things are changing around the world right now, and we can see it clear as day. Sandy Ingram article quote, Iraq's al-Sadr demands dissolution of parliament, early elections, unquote. Sandy Ingram says this news could and will ultimately affect our Iraqi dinar investment. Sadr has urged his supporters to continue their sit-in until his demand of dissolution of parliament are met. Mark Z via PDK, Iraq itself has been very quiet. They're going into a weekend where they hope to seat their government. All I can say, even though you are tired of hearing this, is buckle up. Tivon from DR says it's just about to go because Kazemi has the power to call it. Kazemi really does, and that's why I'm still looking for it to go at any moment. He has clearly said they are going back to the, quote, pre-Gulf War rate, unquote. Tivon says, I don't know what the big deal is surrounding the 15th, other than that was explicitly said by the CBI as to what they want done prior to that. The CBI gave out those dates for the banks to get on the new platform. The second half started on July 1st. Buna has not launched yet. Are they waiting to make sure the CBI is ready? Well, if the CBI is not, it probably has to do with the banks who are still preparing to join the new digital platform by the 15th. Samson article quote, the storming of Al-Qadra renews calls for transition to the presidential system. Walking Stick via Frank 26, the AMF Arab Monetary Fund wants the IQD in the Middle Eastern basket. That's why you saw SDRs being worked on. Somebody's doing something, and the one who's doing something is Kazemi. Bruce via Wiser Now, we should receive our notifications over the weekend, and that to me is Saturday or Sunday. More than likely, we'll have access to funds Monday or Tuesday of next week. Iraq did move forward. They put their rate out to be traded. I don't believe it's out so we can see it yet, but then again, it could happen on Saturday. Caparoni said deleting 3 zeros. If they go through with it, it is not an RV. They're teaching their citizens about a currency exchange LOP. That's not what we want. Mark Z via PDK, everyone is gathered around the dance floor waiting for the music to start. The chatter has been really good this afternoon, but we have not seen it just yet. Nader from the Mideast says it's a mess between Sadr and Maliki. I don't think one of them is going to get the power. I think the people are getting mad because they want the power. I think it's going to go to an election, and I don't think it's going to be a parliament anymore in the future. I think it's going to be presidency power, not parliament power, not anymore. I don't think it's going to be a civil war. I worry about that a lot, but I don't think it's going to be. All right, Frank 26 IMO, the IMF gave the CBI until July 31st. Yes, in my opinion, they said you have until the 31st to complete all of this. Question, what is all of this? Frank says release your new exchange rate. In my opinion, they have 30 days from July 31st to complete this. This is just my opinion. And lastly, Mark Z via PDK. Iraq has a lot of big contracts to pay by August 15th. One of them is a huge oil contract to France for $27 billion. So I'm thinking it will go by then. Mark's response to that comment was, yes, from what I am being told, I believe it needs to be done by the 15th of August. I hope and pray I am not wrong unless it's much sooner.